a while to clear the field of the debris and of the bats.
They're picking up the bats now, trying to straighten the field. You hate to see the fans get involved like this. I mean, Andre Dawson obviously as upset as we've ever seen him, and he's been here 5 years now. So we don't know what went on around home plate, but that was a most uncharacteristic display by Andre Dawson. Something must have been said. We don't know what. But we'd like to see the game start underway, and we'd like to see the fans completely out of this.
Now listen, Joe West is asking the Reds to leave the field. I guess maybe as a form of security. Look at the ground crew going to work in the bleacher area. The bats have been picked up. Now, I sure hope the fans desist in throwing anything else on the field, because there's a possibility now of a forfeit. We're going to show you that from the very inception of all this, Dawson is called out on strikes on this pitch. You'll see it in a moment. The paper cups are being swept off the field. Eric Gregg is talking with Joe West.
They haven't gotten to right field yet. They've pretty much cleaned up left field, and let's hope that that's about it for the fans' involvement in this one. And this is what happened. Pitch looks well low and outside.
Watch it now. Now let's see what caused him to get angry. They're still talking right now about the location of the pitch. Whoa, 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 whoa. George Bell did his best to get in between them. That is so uncharacteristic of Andre Dawson.
Jim Essian also get the boot. So the Cubs lose their right fielder and their manager in the same call. Ball looked low and outside. I don't know what was said around home plate, but Andre Dawson reacted. And after that, the bats start to fly.
Now look at big Eric Gregg. Let's see if he can. He's still trying to hold Dawson back, but Essian figures he might as well get his money's worth. He'll probably be fined also. He's not through yet, folks, in case you missed it the first time. Really, really angry. Now here's another batch. Can we see the pitch again, Andy?
Pitch looked low and outside, Harry. It was a breaking ball. Andre thought it was outside. It was well below the knee.
Now, that's the pitch that Joe West has been calling all night long on everybody. And apparently that's his blind spot. Watch it. Here's the pitch. It went around the plate. And that's probably why he called it a strike.
It was also right at the ankles. Well, to this point, we've had an 8-minute bat delay.
I'm sure you can lip read. And now we're off the replay. The field is cleared. We're ready to resume action. The Cubs still lead 5-2 with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. Joe West, Eric Gregg, the third base umpire, Tom Hennigan, the second base umpire, and Mike Winters is at first base. Now here's Lou Piniella coming out. And Lou Piniella has been known to lose his temper also. So let's see what's going to happen. He wants a little warm-up time for his pitcher, Norm Charlton.
Well, there's no doubt after a delay like this, he's going to get as much time as he wants. And the ground crew did a pretty good job. The field is spotless once again. They're coming off. Fans are giving them a pretty good hand. They did a nice job cleaning everything up.
And now Charlton comes out to the mound. He'll warm up with Jeff Reed. In other games,
This change for the Reds, the new shortstop is Freddie Benavides. Here's tonight's paid attendance, 34.
Baltimore is trailing California 5-4 in the 9th. Oakland is leading. Now they're tied at Cleveland 6-6 in the 9th. Detroit beat Minnesota 6-3. The White Sox lead Toronto 2-0 in the 8th. Kansas City out in front of Milwaukee 4-1 in the 6th. Texas leading Boston 5-3 at the end of 5 with Nolan Ryan starting. Pittsburgh is murdering Atlanta 10-3 at the end of 8. St. Louis leads Houston 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Montreal at San Diego, Philadelphia at Los Angeles, New York and San Francisco, all getting ready to start shortly. Les Lancaster's down to the bullpen.
Out on that pitch that looks low and outside. And that's what the Hawk says. Not even close. He and Joe West go at it. He gets tossed from the game, but before he leaves for the clubhouse, Andre Dawson does some redecorating of Wrigley Field, tossing bats onto the field, and that would incite the fans. The fans get into it as well as the Hawk throws the bats out. Down comes the beer, their favorite beverage, and the cup with it. About a 15-minute delay. Back to you.
Okay.
Whoop, that's the wrong tape, fellas. Here it is. Joe West called him out. Joe may have not been having one of his better nights behind the plate. Some other players are arguing too. Andre and Joe into it a little bit after the called third strike. You know they don't take much, those home plate umpires, and a little bump by Andre after the ejection too. That's going to cost him certainly a fine and maybe a suspension too. He was still hot. Then Jim Essian came out. He proceeded to get tossed out of the game. But the show was only beginning. In the dugout, Andre still yelling at Joe West. And he spies that bat rack, and here they come. I'll tell you, if bat tossing were an Olympic event, Andre Dawson would be #1 in the country at it. There they come again. Hey, third time's a charm, right? Joe West seemingly amused at all that. Hey, one more time for good measure. So 3 times the bats come out. before Andre Dawson went into the locker room. And then when the bats came out, so did the paper cups and the beer and the pop and everything else out of the bleachers. Took a while to get the field cleared off and the game resumed, but when it did, some more action. Check this out. Squeeze bunt. Wilkins scores. Rob Dibble threw the ball right at Doug DeCenzo's legs in frustration. Dibble's not screwed on tight anyway. He was immediately ejected by Joe West, so he's tossed out of the game too. I talked to West after the game. West seemed to be more perturbed about the Dibble incident than he did the Dawson or Essian thing. But that's what happened out here tonight. 3 guys ejected. Andre Dawson and Jim Essian on the Cubs side, and then Reds relief pitcher Rob Dibble. I was in the Cubs clubhouse after the game was over, talked to Andre Dawson about it. He'd cooled down considerably and actually had a smile on his face when he talked about what happened out here tonight.
We were going back and forth. I'm not going to repeat any of it, obviously, but I just didn't think that he showed professionalism. I think, you know, he gave this signal for me to leave the ball game a little bit prematurely.
Andre, is that the most upset you've ever been in during the course of a baseball game?
Probably the Eric Schauer incident. That stayed with me a little bit longer, but no, you know, I laugh at it now. We won the ball game, so that's what's important.
What do you think the follow-up's going to be?
I don't know. I'm not even concerned about it. I know I'll be fine for you know, being tossed out of the game, and the incident with the bats just, you know, lost it a little bit. I was still a little bit perturbed because he got that little smirk on his face, and you know, I didn't show him up in any way, and I just felt that you know, he could have bared down a little bit more than the circumstances. And when you run somebody out of the game and you smile at them, you know, that can set them off real easy.